Hello everyone, welcome back. It's been a couple of days since I last recorded, but I have something to show you. Alright, so I wanted to play a little bit of Factorio. I couldn't resist, but it was the middle of the night and I didn't want to wake up my wife, our setup is pretty small at the moment, is sleeping right next to me. And, well, then the sun came up. I had been playing Factorio all night long. And then I played for the better part of the rest of that day until I got really tired and went to sleep. But I just wanted to show you the factory that I set up. This is a different map from the one we were recording on. But I learned a lot. And I'll be applying that to the other map. We'll just continue where we left off. But yeah, so we've got iron mining here. Smelting here. And here. These are gears, and they flow into a inserter build, as well as over here to making red science. And the copper is getting turned into copper wire here, and then we're making the circuits, green circuits, for the inserters. Now the inserters are needed in order to make green science packs. That's what we're making here. Also making the belts here. We have a wooden chest with some storage there and some storage of green circuits just in case we need them. So yeah, so we're building the green science over here and throwing both types of science onto this loop. These labs are idle right now because we actually shifted over to blue science, but I want to show you the copper setup. So we're mining copper over here, smelting there. It's getting split off up there for other things, and then down here. That's a roboport, we just got those. Now, this train, let's pull up the map, goes off to where I found crude oil. And this is a solar powered crude oil setup over here. And there's a train stop there. This is a fluid wagon. It can fill itself up with crude oil, and then it returns here and fills up this storage. Then we're refining the crude oil, as well as we're doing heavy oil, light oil, lubricant, and we're making robot bodies over here. We're not fully making the robots, but we're making the basic components needed over where the lubricant is being made. Now these are not filled with coal because I switched to more of a solar setup. If we look at the power grid, it's not providing all the solar power that we need, but it is generating 4.2 megawatts of power from 70 panels. And we have 95 accumulators, which is not enough. But mainly, I don't know, it might be enough if we were generating more power, but it's not strictly necessary. We could throw coal in those boilers if we want to, and these steam engines would fire up. But we are breaking the petroleum gas into sulfur and sulfuric acid and batteries. And the sulfur is being used to create the blue science, as well as more green circuits dedicated just to the blue science. We've got a ton of, actually we need more, a ton of copper wire being built for the circuits. The circuits and for the green and red circuits. So yeah, we're making some progress. I built a I died, that's right. right before I finished, I died, so I do not have the modular armor anymore. But I built some just to kind of try it out. I had some solar panels. I had the... let me see here. This thing right here. Belt immunity. It works as it says. It prevents you from being moved by transport belts, which has its ups and downs actually, because yeah, you don't want to be moved when you don't want to move, but then it also doesn't let you run faster when you're going along with the belt. So I don't know, I kind of got used to it and then, you know, didn't really like it that much. But the other one, which was really cool, I built a personal roboport, which allows you to have robots in your character inventory, and they will build out of what you have in your inventory. So let's say if I had an assembly machine set up, I can use these tools to copy and paste and kind of like move down the line and create multiple copies of the same setup. And as long as I have all the components built in my inventory, then they'll build what I request from them, versus having to set up everything in a kind of complicated way to build the logistics network, which let's take a look at that real quick. So our current roboport is here and over here as well. This orange area, these two orange squares that are just barely touching, are the logistics network, and the green area outside of that is the construction network. They're two different types of robots. The logistics robots will move stuff around, things that you request, and the construction robots generally will build, repair, and deconstruct things as necessary. So they're really useful. We haven't got too far into the whole robot thing. This map has been relatively peaceful. There were some biters here, and these have been there the whole time. There were some over here and down here, and for a long time, for most of this map, several hours, they left us alone until the pollution eventually spread really far out. Alt, right? Yeah. So yeah, this pollution spread quite far out, and they started slowly attacking. These guys are gonna come at me real soon. These guys and some that were down here started to attack, and I really hadn't built any defenses yet. But when they started attacking, I just went ahead and took them out myself. And that's when I died, and that's where we are. So these labs actually over here are receiving blue science, red, and green. So they're staying busy all the time. So yeah, I did a lot. I did it all off camera, but you know, I think it's better this way because now I know quite a bit more about how the game works, and it won't be so cringy to watch. I mean, that's not to say it won't be cringy, but you know. So I'm going to save this map and keep it just for reasons. But I am going to return now to the map that we were recording earlier. While holding a stone brick. Oh, okay, you just place them down with bricks. And the right mouse button to mine the tiles, so to lift them up. And a number pad to increase and decrease the building size. That's cool. Don't have any stone bricks. Maybe over here? I mean over... Where's our stone? I don't know. We have copper, iron, stone. Stone is down here. No, I'm not making bricks yet. Okay, well, let me get readjusted to this other map here. Yeah, obviously we've got a lot of work to do over here. But let's get into it, I guess. They've got plenty of red science. We're researching the steel axe. Heavy armor, green science, shooting speeds. Yeah, so we gotta look at setting up green science pretty soon. So we need a lot more iron and a bit more copper. One thing I did learn is it's best to leave an extra space for these furnaces. They're 2x2 at the moment, and when you get to electric furnaces, they're 3x3. So give yourself a little extra room so that you can expand. And also long-handed inserters are pretty handy because you can feed the coal on another belt. So if I put a chest here with some coal in it and an inserter, I can bring coal down the line and they'll feed themselves when they need more fuel. It reduces the need to run around and drop coal and everything. Well, we have a lot of iron building up. That's good. But that's going to be gone in no time. Why did I do it this way? We'll just leave it at that. So yeah, like what I was talking about here was if I build a stone furnace here, and I need some wood. So now I've got these bricks building. And what that pop-up was saying, which I just learned, is that you can build this stone area and you walk faster on it. So you can build paths all around or wherever you want and you'll walk faster. Later on there's like concrete and other things. There's also modular armor and things like that. I think what I'll do is I'll just build enough miners to make this line back up all the way. Because I think as long as they're not working, they're not using power. That's what I'm pretty sure. And then I'll just build more smelters as needed. Yeah, a lot of you guys may be wondering how I died. It pretty much, because I had a lot of armor and I had the good bullets and everything. I don't know. I'm not sure. I got slowed down really really slow. Almost basically couldn't move. I think the acid does that. And I think there were multiple little pools of acid right in one little spot. So I didn't think it would stack, but it seemed like it did because I just couldn't move. And so my health just went down and down, and dead. Something's being destroyed over here. They're destroying my power. Okay, well, that sucks. Well, now's a good opportunity to redo everything. Because what I'll do is I'll set up 2 boilers. Right next to each other, I guess. And that can... Can we fit a belt behind here? Yes, okay. Alright, oh that's cool, I guess. So we can drop coal into those. We probably need more than 2 boilers, but this will allow us to build 4 steam engines in line. Yeah, they don't have power because there's no coal. A little bit of a catch-22 there, right? Oh, pipes. Okay. Perhaps we should build some gun turrets. Not sure where they came from. It looks like here. Yeah, they're getting polluted. They just happen to choose that, but they could have just as easily gone after all this stuff. So, more turrets means more iron. Huh. I used up all the science already, huh? Yeah, that's a really lacking setup. So it seems like they did change this, probably because it was a little too cheesy. The biters don't seem to prioritize the radar at all. They prioritize buildings that pollute more. So I know absolutely nothing about what order they choose their targets at this point. Okay, well, before we do more green science, we're gonna need more red science. So that's fine. I think my mouse has developed a bad habit of double clicking every now and then, which is very annoying. Why do they have no power? Why does everything have no power? I mean, I just set up the steam engines. Well, we gotta go down there and look. We'll watch the power poles as we go down, just in case I disconnected something. Can't be more biters already. Maybe no coal? What happened to the coal? I bet you no fuel. Who's with me? Oh. Well... You would think that those would have got the fuel they needed by now. I would have thought the coal that we put in there, I put 50 in each, would have been used to boil enough water to power those so that they could mine enough more coal. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Let's watch. Well, we might watch all day because it looks like something down here isn't working right. Oh, well. No. Maybe. Oh, you know what, though? The way these boilers are set up, I need a few more pipes. I don't have enough pipes. Okay, I think that'll work. I can run a pipe straight over there once I get more iron. Those probably aren't on the grid because... yes. I should have known. Okay. Well, they're running at half capacity right now because I need that second boiler to be putting steam in there. Yeah, so one thing I am going to do here, if I'm going to be running up and down, well, that didn't last very long, did it? We'll do heavy armor and then start researching the bullet mods. Okay, plenty of steam. How's the network? Yeah, about a quarter, looks like. A little more than a quarter. I'm gonna try to race this solar. I'd like to keep most of the coal available for plastic. What happened here? This iron is not moving down the belt. So the ghost image here, if I had a personal RoboPort, it would have built everything except for that iron chest on its own. Or the robots would have come out of my armor and built all that stuff for me. But I did the copy and paste thing. See, if I paste it, it'll at least give me an idea of where I need to build everything, so that, you know, I don't have to think about it. I just put it on the ghost image. Works out pretty well. So I've been trying to think of a way to like mine and smelt in the same area, and I can't really think of it, because you're gonna have smelting over top of iron that could be mined. Well, let's see. I mean, these guys have a one tile border. So if I built one like this, and one like this. And then I put a furnace right here. And an inserter here. Huh, that doesn't work at all. Put that furnace right there, and these two miner guys right here and right here. And an inserter right here. Give this some power. What do we got? Okay, well that basically works. And this tile is not being wasted because all of these tiles are still being mined by these electric miners. Interesting. Dang pole. Now I can run extra fast. Wow, and just look at the time. A whole half an hour. I actually like that this map is less peaceful than the other one I was practicing with. It just felt less like Factorio and more like a city building game to not be attacked all the time. So I like the biter attacks that are happening on this map quite a bit more. Yeah, we're gonna ramp up our red science production and try to work towards green science in the next episode. I hope you guys are enjoying so far and have a great day.